I am ready for my next guest, and my team is ready to bring up. Share with us here, even though I know my guest well, who you are and what you help dentists do to cry less inside.
I am Dr. Laura Brenner. Thanks for having me, Paul. And it's best shared with a little bit of my story.
Sure.
I practiced dentistry for 10 years, and 3 years in, I was absolutely miserable. I was so burnt out, I thought I hated dentistry. And this was in
You felt like
2004.
this going to work? This is what you felt like on the
Well,
inside?
let's say crying on the outside a
Yeah.
lot, not just on the inside. But no one was talking about this at all. We didn't have social media. It was 2004. No one was talking about burnout. I didn't know what was going on. And ultimately, I was on an island and I had to quit dentistry. I quit practicing after 10 years and just became really passionate about increasing the awareness that we all can define success differently in dentistry. So, years after leaving clinical dentistry, and completely changing careers and doing side gigs, I came back in as a career coach. And so now I help other dentists design their careers on their terms
Love that.
and possibly even practice less or not at all by doing
I love
something
that,
else.
Laura. I want to share that we always talk about customizing treatment plans for patients, right? And it is not a one size fits all. Whenever I post something on Nachos, it depends. What was the patient's third grade teacher's name? What's their medical history? Dentists love a lot of details. Yet when we talk about dentistry, it's not a one size fits all career. Tell us a little bit about, dentist. Just because you feel burnout, it doesn't mean you have to quit dentistry tomorrow. Is that an accurate
Absolutely.
statement?
And I love that you said that because I want to always make it clear that I'm not here to get people to quit dentistry. I'm here to get people to do what they want.
Yeah. I love that. I always say people's happiness level in dentistry is often dosage dependent, right? Dosage dependent. I mean, my good friend Brandon Hill, I don't think he could take watching the Eagles 52 weeks a year. He can only take that dosage of the Eagles. It would be way too much. And some people practicing 2 days a week is their happiness level for dentistry. Some is 4 days a week, and some can be none at all. Tell us, get to talk to dentists on the front lines of stress. And is there any client or person that comes to mind where you're able to help them kind of transform their happiness level, treatment plan, more success for them that you could share with our audience?
Absolutely. And I love talking about my client Jenna because she really has followed the blueprint that I've created for people and it's working for her. So she came to me unhappy in practice. She was working 4 days a week. She wanted to do something else, but she didn't know what. And so what we did was we worked that we have so many rules that we create as dentists that we think we have to follow about life and about
Right.
dentistry. And those are based on our beliefs and limiting beliefs. And so we worked on her beliefs first and helped her get into the mindset where she could see that she could do something else. So then she gave herself permission. And then the second step was helping her connect with what she likes and what's important to her because we go on autopilot, right? We just forget who we are after a while by being the good little, boys and girls that everyone else tells us to be in life. So she decided that she loved painting, but she had this belief that you can't make money painting. So I said to her, well, someone's making money painting.
Right.
Let's look at how people are doing that. So we did a brainstorm. We came up with something that was interesting to her, which is those painting and sipping of places. And through a process of research and breaking that down into small baby steps so that every step is doable, because we talk ourselves out of side
Yeah,
gigs
for sure.
if it's too daunting. So we broke it down into steps. And ultimately, we evolved this program for her where she is doing these painting workshops that might involve wine, might
Yeah.
not. It just
Anything you add wine sipping to, memorizing the Krebs cycle and sipping, it really is a great branding technique, right? Do you want to memorize the Krebs
totally,
cycle? No, there's wine involved. I'm in. So yeah.
absolutely.
So
Yeah. And so,
what she adds to it is the fun. I actually went to a candle making and wax and wine with Daphne, and it makes an activity. It adds fun to something that you might not think of doing to treat yourself, right? So my team's done those painting activities. So is this what she's doing as her side gig?
Yeah, so these are like workshops, like team building workshops that she's now developed continuing education for. So dental teams can go do their fun activity together, get CE, paint and drink wine and learn. And no one's as far as I know, no one's doing this in dentistry. So
Right.
it's been amazing because not only is she tapping into her creative side, but she's also dropped down to 3 days a week. She's so much happier in dentistry. I would say that having a side gig is the greatest cure for burnout because
Yeah.
it engages you in a different way and you can start to have fun again. And then it makes dentistry a little bit easier to tolerate for people who struggle.
And I think what you're doing the work of the Lord G.V. Black, Laura, because you're giving
Love it.
dentists a unlock to a life that they didn't know existed, and telling them it's okay to feel this way. Let's figure out together how you want to insert dentistry into your life over time. Now, when people text bees to 215-543-6454, how do people get started? Do you usually do a Zoom consult with them? Do you have them fill out a form? Somebody's watching thinking, I need to connect with Dr. Laura. I need to find out what fits in my life. What happens when they do this?
Yes, so I do offer a free consultation because we need to make sure that we're a fit for each other. We need to make sure that I have what you want and that you are a fit for me as
Yeah.
well. So it's a fun conversation, and most people feel a lot of relief just having someone to talk to
Right.
about the stress that they're experiencing and the shame and the doubt and all that stuff.
Love that. Well, if you're watching this and you feel this way, and also just like we tell our patients with periodontal disease or decay, you don't have to wait until it gets terrible to get help, right? You can just JFO, like I say, just find out about a life that you might not have known existed. Me, I've been a broker. I still do that. I've started these two companies of this, and I was at my dental office on Tuesday. And right now, dentistry, the dosage I'm consuming for dentistry is perfect for me. So I really appreciate you championing a life that looks like the right one for dentists that might not be of what you thought of in dental school, Loris. Thanks so much for sharing with us today.
Thank you, Paul, and thank you also for championing me having this very unique message that we're really trying to spread in dentistry.
Awesome. Our grandmothers were right. We're very special, right? Just ask them. So thanks so much, Laura.